What's up, guys? It's your boy Hotshot. Today is Ram 5500 review time. I've had this truck 3 months. It's got 35,000 miles already. So, I'm a rocker and a roller and a mover and a shaker. Who else is keeping up with me? I know there's one other YouTube who tries to claim the fame of the most miles. Come get you some. But, so what do we think about this truck? Do I like this truck? Do I want to get rid of this truck? And I'm sorry the wind just kicked up on me. I hope that doesn't affect anything. So, Ram 5500. But Hotshot, it's the same as the 3500 1 ton. That's where you're wrong. They are not even the same truck, not on the same planet. Brake lines are different. Calipers are different. Brake pads are different. Hubs are different. Wheels are different. Alternators are different. Band clutches are different. Don't ask me why. Every time I go to the parts store, I have to deal with this. Oh, that's going to be one of the pros or cons. You'll see that. So, all right, let's start at the tires and work our way to the top. So, the tires. Right now, it has 225 70 19.5s. Not a fan. They're real skinny tires. So what that means is you have this much pattern or footprint on the road. So if you get in like a little groove or, you know, a bump in the road or, you know, how they got these going down the road. Well, the truck, because of the small footprint, wants to follow that and not the road. So that's one con. So now what Hotshot's going to do is we're going to put 265 70 19.5s. Get some boom. We get some footprint in, and we're going to be rocking. But the tires, they wear great. Not wear great, they last a long time. 30,000 miles, I have not even noticed the difference between when I bought it and when I got one and now. They're right around the same. They haven't moved too much. So that's one good thing. Tires are a little bit more, but they last longer. So, the brakes. The brakes are huge. They'll stop you on a dime. No problem with them. So you could be rocking and rolling and little grandma comes up and goes, brrr, and you got to hit the brakes. Well, and y'all know, Hotshot pulls the weight. Pulling 30,000 pounds over here, 35,000 pounds. I need to be able to stop. This truck stops, I'd say 5 times better than my 1 ton did. So, that's another thing. Check it up as a pro. Now, if you're keeping score at home, pros versus cons, I'm not keeping score. I'm just going to tell you what time it is. So, brakes, good. Tires, good. Yeah, tires are 50-50 because they last, but they're too skinny. The rims are stronger rims because they're 19.5s. So, we haven't had a problem with that on either truck. Now the suspension is stiff as a board. Now this truck, you do not want to get this truck if you're not going to haul heavy. When I am empty or even just a trailer at 9,000 pounds, it rides like a tank. It's just not made for that. So this truck is made to pull weight. If you're not going to pull weight, don't use it. So we got the brakes, the tires, the suspension is great. It's a little too stiff at times, so we're going to try to put some airbags, see if we can pump it up. So we're going to start a little segment of beef up the 5500. That's going to be to come. So we're going to try to get this truck to have the ultimate Hotshot rig. Minus the expensive sleeper, but it may have a sleeper. So, drivetrain. I have the 488 gears. That thing will pull. It'll pull a stump out of the ground and pull your house off the foundation. It pulls, it digs, it drives. It's great. No problems. The only thing I've noticed with this truck, and I've talked to other Ram 5500 guys, and they tell me the same thing. I have the 84-inch cab to axle, which is the longer truck. What that means is I have 2 carrier bearings. So, it's not a straight drive shaft. It's got pivot points. So, when I go to turn and take off, you hear a little binding. but there's nothing I can do, and it's not major. Nothing major at all with that. Other than that, it's pretty strong. I have the Aisin transmission. It shifts a little different than the 68, but the problem is I have not found a reputable tuner for this truck yet. And, well, I have a tuner for the truck, I just haven't done it yet. And this is still stock with 235,000 miles. Still got that emissions junk on it. It's getting ready to come on. Transmission cannot be tuned at all on this Aisin right now. I don't understand. It's been out so long and nobody's either cracked the code or tried to do it. So, but like I said, the emissions on there, gotta go. Now, the tuning of the truck in stock form right now is sluggish at best. Here it comes again. So, what it is this truck is made for longevity. So, when you go to take off, it moves, it digs, it drives like it's supposed to, but it takes a little while. My truck is at, it's got 22 PSI boost max. So, we got to get that tuned, DPF, and all that off. We don't take the DEF fluid, thank God. We don't have to worry about that. So, the truck, I love it. I love the truck. The seats, not so comfortable, but it's got 225,000 miles on it, so we're getting ready to do an air ride. We're getting ready to gut the interior, and that's going to be part of the 5500 build. So, that's coming. The drivability of the truck is great, except for the tires. You don't feel a lot of squatting. The weight distribution is just, you don't even worry about it. I just load the truck and roll. I have put a fan clutch on it. I put 4 alternators on it because I couldn't get a good alternator. It's got a new battery. Oh, I did delete the top part of the EGR cooler. That is deleted, but the DPF is not. Yeah, that's a weird subject, but that's what we got going on right now. But the biggest downfall of this truck in particular, 84 cab to axle. You can't get anything for it. Like, you can't call Pep Boys or AutoZone and just get your part. When I had to pause before, I got a guy putting brake lines on my truck right now just so I can do this, and they gave me the wrong brake line. And then when I called back, they're like, oh, well, maybe you told us the wrong part because it's dealer only. But, anyway, that's my local Advanced Auto Parts. I'll never deal with them again. I can't stand the manager. But, anyway, there's the old girl. So, the parts are hard to find. The exhaust, it's not your everyday exhaust. There's only a couple makers. They're hard to get. That's what I'm saying. Everything on this truck is different. It's not what everybody thinks it is. So, if you're okay with that, then, you know, it's an okay truck. So, what was I? I was going to say something. Would I get rid of it? No. I'm not going back to a 1-ton. No 1 tons. I love the 3500. It's well worth it. I would not, for the 5500 I love, I won't give it up. I'm going to keep it until I'm ready to move up to a semi. So, at 35,000 miles on this truck, no major maintenance issues. And I didn't know this, but it sat for 2 years before I got it. And when I found that out, it kind of worried me, but it obviously hasn't been a big deal. So, we just did another oil change today. We got the brakes rocking. Alright guys, I almost forgot the most important part. The biggest question of this truck you're going to ask me. And I need the notepad for this. Fuel mileage. Hotshot, what kind of fuel mileage are you getting pulling 30 to 35,000 pounds registered for 44,000? Well, handy dandy notebook is going to tell us. So, when we first got the truck, as you can see, this is my little notes here. we were getting like 8.7, 8.8, you know, and some of the empty loads, we were up to 9.5 to 10 miles per gallon. And this is idling. Me idling this truck 24/7 because the boss hoss Bubby is in the truck. So, but is it really important to keep track of your fuel mileage? Is that important? I'm going to tell you right now why it's important. So my fuel mileage dipped down at, I'm sorry, we don't have 225, we have 209 and we bought it with 174. But at 207,000 miles, we started dipping down to 6.3. So we lost it, and we didn't feel it in the truck. I noticed fuel difference like by filling it up, but you keep track of this, it tells you what's going on with your truck. So when I noticed that, it's time for another fuel filter. This is in between changes, but you know, we did everything today for that. So I did the fuel filter, the air filter, did it, it went up 1 mile per gallon, so something's still not right. Well, I had a brake sticking. The driver or the passenger side brake, the pins weren't greased, right? They weren't sliding like they were supposed to. So now we got that fixed. Now we're back up to where we need to be. So, fuel economy, 5,500, cha-ching, we want that. And you can't get that in a semi idling like I idle. So, that is the fuel mileage. I love the truck. I'm going to keep the truck. If you want to do big boy hauling with the big boy Hotshot, got to get you a big boy 500. Thumbs up. We love it. 35,000 miles. We're going to keep rocking and rolling, moving and shaking, boozing and bruising. So, y'all have any questions? Let me know in the comments. Truck are you running? Tell me in the comments what truck you rocking. So, that's your boy Hotshot. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. Don't forget, gotta get the Hotshot gear. Dude, we got something else going on. The big giveaway. We have the headset giveaway. You don't get this one, you get a better one. So, don't forget, comment below to enter. Comment in all the videos back until you get to that one. Every video after that is one entry if you comment on it. So, like I said, Hotshot Dave, we're out. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. Peace.